they just don't want to switch between all the different load boards. They want information in one place. And tools that people like are usually Chrome extensions. There isn't any proper AI product that's able to save time super fast and give all the information so you can have what you need the moment you call the broker so that you're not waiting online, trying to get information, missing out on getting the load, things like that. So we're trying to basically save you a ton of time, and that's our core focus.
Yeah, no, for some reason, like it seems like just from like the testing, it seems like it runs a lot better than regular DAT. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that's funny. And for some strange reason, DAT, their tech is almost besides the security aspect, which they're very good at, their user interface is still a bit stuck in the 2010s, I would say. They haven't made much updates.
Well, they claim they have, but those up they do their older load board is a lot better than this new one, dude, which is absolutely wild to me. Like everybody hates
Definitely.
it. Everybody hates it.
Definitely. Before we came up with the current product as it is, one of the things that we tried, and I would love to know what your guests feel. We made one of those AI voice apps at first where people were able to call a broker in order to get information on a load. But instead of you being the person calling, the AI would call. But I noticed a lot of brokers hung up and it wasn't a useful product. And so we stopped making that one. But I would love to know what people think, especially like, have you had any experiences with AI tools and things like that? And what kind of feelings do they give?
Well, I'm gonna tell you their feelings about calling freight brokers and getting the AI. Everybody hates it. That's for sure.
I
They
noticed.
actually
Yeah.
complaining about it all the time. All the time. It's just annoying.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I guess I'm just trying to read the comments here.
Yeah, they're saying
Trucker.
yeah, truckers that's better was better than DAT one. DAT
Is
one's absolutely horrible, dude. I'm surprised that
that AI is
I'm sorry.
that AI is so easy to get around though.
What do you mean?
Well, you get the AI and you tell it, you're like, I'm not sure if you can help me. I need to speak with Daniel Jeffries.
Right.
And then we don't have a Daniel Jeffries. Well, can you connect me to one of his coworkers? And they'll say, which one? And then you say, any of them will work. That's it.
Right. Right. No, definitely. It's very easy to prompt inject.
Yeah, but I
I
think
mean, my feeling is if I go ahead,
no,
saying if I can't talk to a person when I'm booking the load, how am I going to talk to a person when I need something?
yeah,
That's all I
that's
was going
true.
to say.
That's true too. And then imagine like, what if they have the AI and you're calling like after hours, bro, and you're sitting there like already pissed off because like they're not getting unloaded or loaded, and you got AI. But excuse me, please repeat that. You don't understand what you're trying to say. That just I hate like anything like especially if you're calling like a credit card or if you're calling like any place and like you gotta like and then you start hitting 100 fucking times and then you just hangs up on you. Like yeah, that's I kind of like the person to person kind of relationship better, you know. The same thing with like freight brokers. When you build a personal relationship with like a freight broker or a customer, I mean it's completely different than not having a relationship. But back to the load board, yeah. I mean there's a lot like the click to call is gonna be awesome. I was explaining that to them. Like once they verified their phone number they want to use, it's automatically gonna call from their phone number. Click to email. You just make your template. Be like, hey, what's the weight? What's the commodity? What's the pickup time and appointment? And what's the delivery date and appointment? What's your best rate? Whatever you want to ask. All the questions you just template them in.
That would
Hit,
be nice.
yeah, hit the email and then automatically fucking emails them, and then you get all your questions answered.
Set your tono and your tension right up in there too. Like I need 150 bare minimum,
Right.
for 100 miles, whatever.
Yeah, I mean they're
For,
probably just not
for
going to respond to
tono.
your, they're probably just not going to respond to your email.
We won't.
Yeah, I'd rather just get like everything I need that I need to know, so that way I just look at it, be like, okay, I want this or not. You know what I mean? And then just get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Because like the more you email, the better, because then the more shit you're hitting, as well. So and then could you explain to them like how like what are all the costs they could enter so they could kind of see like that profit calculator?
Yeah, for sure. Let me just open it up on my end so I can just say everything accurately.
And Trucker 101's asking, how does this load board show loads posted on broker's main load board? That's what they're working on now. That's the main thing that I'm trying to push, is to make sure they get the broker's load boards. But it's not only the broker's load boards, but like if you have a DAT account, if you have a truck stop account, then you can make all those free load board accounts as well, and you just connect them into this load board, and then it's going to scrape all the, like, say if you're looking like Chicago to Seattle, and it's going to scrape all those loads from everywhere and then put them into one place, so you don't got to keep on jumping tab to tab. And then you won't have to look at your factoring company either, because the
Yeah,
credit score is going to be there. Like all the information is going to be in one place. So instead of just like jumping tab to tab nonstop, which is just absolutely annoying.
for sure. And like right now, we would love as many folks I mean, ideally 10 to 15 who can just test it out and give us their like genuine feedback. We're kind of in our beta launch phase. The product is soon to be ready for the market, but before we open it properly, we want people to just like kind of play with it, break it, see what works, see what doesn't. But Bobby, before we went there, you were asking about the profitability calculator.
Yeah.
So what we use is we use live field data, and then we allow you to input your driver salaries, any dispatch costs that are involved, any accounting fees, any safety managers, I mean, office expenses. There's a whole bunch of like even tolls, truck maintenance, truck lease. There's a laundry list of things that we allow you to put in so that you can calculate if you see a rate on a load, you click that load, and then you're able to see whether that one is profitable for you or not, given the rate. So that when you call the broker, you can negotiate with more conviction, like know exactly what rate you need.
Now that this is good for people that don't know their, cost average, right? So
Yeah.
like later on, say if you take those, are you guys planning on making something for like the owner operators to where it would have like a whole breakdown for the whole like time where they could just go in there and there's a lot like that's a problem that a lot of owner operators don't have. They don't know the costs that are operating. So
Right.
like do you maybe make something for them where they could use that as like their kind of like checks and balances for like the week, the month, or whatever, or is just per
So
load?
we preload the industry averages that
Mhm.
we have gotten, but of course, if as you're onboarding on the product, we give you the ability to change that, and you can customize it for yourself.
Yep. Put your own cost. Truck would it be even better? They have this automatic email click and send. They have it trucking 101. We just talked about it. So you just set up your template, whatever information you want from the broker. Connect your Gmail, Outlook, whatever. Press one button, sends the shit to the broker. So they have that, as well as click to call. They use as your own phone number once you verify it. So that stuff is definitely on there, and those are two of the most important things to, save you the most time, obviously, when it comes to contacting